I had surgery, I can barely walk, and I'm on painkillers. There are people who write saying what a mess it is, I need help. Pasha suggests building a bathhouse right here.
Look at this route, it comes out easily. I replaced every post along this line. We'll start building.
These are all gifts from people for our horses.
It's getting hot.
Hello, everyone. Tough. Dry because they crunch.
So dear friends, hello to everyone. I'm starting my morning, well, not morning anymore, almost lunchtime cleanup out here. We're starting to burn everything again because after such a disaster, when a lot of trees fell here, I'm going to do something now.
Branches are lying around.
There.
Look, they're lying around.
There are a lot lying around now.
Yes, and here too. Now they're lying all over the forest.
And here, everything, oh, you go over there and everything is broken. We're going to have a bathhouse here. And I want it to be clean and tidy here, so that we have a beautiful park-like area. In general, we'll have to deal with all of this.
Bye.
Things are moving along.
Phew.
It's getting hot. It's really hot near the campfire.
Okay, we need to go that way next.
And we need to carry a bit more here. Then I'll go to our plot.
To this one here. Trees have also fallen there. We need to drag everything here and burn it.
Some branches fell nearby. Not just branches, there are whole trees here. This is after the snowstorm we had. Whenever we come out here, they're always gnawing. I had surgery. After which I'm recovering longer than I expected. I mean, I thought it would be different after all. I didn't expect that, but I'm having trouble walking. I'm on painkillers. Here. I tried. Careful, Nuka.
Damn.
Don't hurt me. Let's get out of here. I tried without painkillers. I can't do it, doctor. He scolds me. He says I need to take painkillers. Today I just forced myself to go and do everything that I could have avoided doing. But I just forced myself to walk because there's no other way to recover. I forced myself. Hey, where are you going? Don't walk on me. I believe there are millions of people who have it 100 times worse. I compose myself and force myself to walk. That's it. Silently. Like this. Shoo. Well? Shh. Dikovinka doesn't want to play or run. She's already grown up. Doctor, of course she does.
Where is she taking me?
There are people who write in the comments like, oh, you have branches here again, such a mess. I invite you to come and clean all this up. Right now, everything has fallen on Sasha because of my surgery. They did it on the 15th? Today is the 27th, and I still can't do anything, basically. To be continued? Young people.
Alright, we need to take a little break. Phew. We need to take a little break. We're burning it. I've already carried a lot of trash. I've burned a lot. It's very good. The pile is burning and has caught fire. Cool. But it's nice. It looks clean right away. Good. Then probably grass will start growing here. But of course it won't have time to grow. What am I talking about? We're already going to start building here. We need to bring in sand now. I've already started talking. One plus about the sand is that we have a quarry nearby. On one hand, it's really bad that there's a quarry nearby because they ruin the road we use. On the other hand, it's a plus for construction. If you're constantly building and always need sand, it turns out to be really, really cheap. That's it. Sometimes even a big Kamaz, well, not a Kamaz, what are they called? Damn. Now there are those big Chinese trucks. You can get sand delivered here for 4,000, can you imagine? That's how it is. It's a short delivery, just 4 kilometers to the quarry from here. So it turns out to be very, very cheap, so we'll be ordering soon. We need to do the whole driveway.
Let's go, by the way, I'll show you.
Look, we have a low spot here, and there's always water standing here. See, it drains from this ravine. Then when there's snow here, it also melts and flows here. And this spot is even kind of swampy. Apparently a bit of groundwater comes up here. And last year it wasn't like this. This year it's really bad. Yeah, and all of this flows to the pond. There's our little pond over there. And now we also need to bring in 1 extra truckload of sand and dump it here and here, so that later a concrete mixer can drive in here. We need to make a road here so that the concrete mixer truck doesn't get stuck later. Otherwise, it'll drive in and get stuck here. Alright, that's all, dear friends. Look. Everything has been burned. They cleared everything out there. I cleared everything here as much as I could too. I cleared everything. The area's cleared, though I haven't finished everything yet. But I cleared it gradually.
Sasha arrived. Look at these clouds. There's something else. They're just dark blue. They go beyond the horizon. Oh, look, the forest is so beautiful. Look, look. It's just a forest that never ends. It stretches to the horizon, a beautiful view. All right, you're all messy and funny too. The rain turns everyone into little messes.
Alright, dear friends, now we have to replace the fence. Not the whole fence, just the posts that have rotted. These are the ones we've already had problems with. And my old auger, which I've already used for, almost 4 years probably. It broke around that time. There, well, most likely I'll have to take it in for repairs. In general, it's really worn out. I lent it to a lot of people. Neighbors, just about everyone. The shaft is already a bit loose there. So, it jams up while working. It just seizes and gets stuck. The posts need to be replaced urgently, as you already know. The posts in the pasture need to be replaced. We need to get back to working hard. Really get drilling again. What's my point? I bought a new auger.
I got myself a new auger. Look, here it is, here it is. So it comes in a box like this?
It fills everything up. It's packed with components. Here we have a screwdriver. Then we have a wrench, a hex key also with a screwdriver, and a bit for the screwdriver. Then we have the user manual, the operating instructions, and a standard 600 ml bottle. Our tool.
The auger is 52 cubic centimeters with a power of 2.5,
Carved.
3,000 revolutions per minute.
Maximum speed of 8,000 revolutions per minute fuel tank capacity. 1.2 liters. This earth auger is designed for solo operation. That is, 52 cubic centimeters is just right for working alone. But you also need to get used to it, because if you don't know how to work with the auger and you need to try it slowly, little by little, and not turn it on at full power right away, it might wrench your arms.
Look, there are even pads. My auger didn't have pads, but this one does. That's for the vibration, as I understand it.
So there's less vibration on your hand. The first hole is going fine. It got caught on the roots but managed to cut through. Overall, everything is great. Look at this root. It tears through the roots just fine, makes its way through them, everything is great. It gets stuck a little, you just need to move it around a bit. In general, it comes with experience, but it tears through. I've worked with another auger, and I can say that this one works great. It's fast and powerful. In general, everything is good.
Added. Subtitles by Dimitor Zog.
So, dear friends, well, I've replaced all the posts along this line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 posts. So that's 9 I've just put in. That's all. 9 posts have been put up. I replaced the posts here in the fall. That's it. Everything here should be pretty reliable too. The Deco Auger did a great job with the task. Everything is just gorgeous. I'm telling you, the handles, I really like the handles. The previous handles were bad on my other drill from another company. On this one, they're perfectly rubberized.
I really like it. The grip is very good. It doesn't go anywhere. Gorgeous.
I also wanted to go over a few more features. This auger can be used not only for drilling into the ground, but it's also suitable for fishermen. You can drill ice by installing an ice auger. You can also attach even hillers here. Deco is already an international brand. They have been operating in more than 20 countries. The price is reasonable and affordable. They also have professional tools, as well as more household tools and more budget-friendly options. It can work with augers up to 30 seamers, easily handle 2.5 meters well, depending on the soil. In sand, it can easily go 2.5 meters deep. So, dear friends, we worked great with this tool. I'll leave a link to Deco in the description. Go ahead, check it out, and if you're interested, place an order.
Now I still have work left to do in the chicken coop. Here we go. The boys and girls are already here, so what's up with you all? Of course, for them, the tastiest thing is what we didn't finish eating. Punch usually hardly eats anything, just gives it to the chickens. In general, he's a good guy, a real man. He doesn't really eat anything himself, just make sure the chickens get fed. Oh! Come on, go! We have some changes here. We've set up a second brooder. Here's our first brooder, and now we've set up a second one. Sasha has almost finished connecting everything here. This is the waterer. You put the jar here. The feeder here is already filled with feed. But the only thing is he bought the wrong lamp. He needed a lamp like this one here. I mean, it's red, but it's 100 watts. There's a big red one like this, but it gets way too hot. And the thermostat, or whatever you call it, it broke right here. So until we install a new one, we'll already need to move them. This is the second brooder for moving the chicks. What's going on here? There are no eggs to sit on. One mother hen is enough for us. Okay, this place needs cleaning already. Here we have Madame, who used to sit right here. Now she's sitting in her own apartment, so the little hen is sitting here. She's aggressive, not as kind as Valentina, that's it. She has her own little spot here. Lana can't believe her luck that we're going for a walk, even though it's just the nastiest rain outside. By the way, Lana doesn't like the rain. Well, what can you do? If Mom decided we have to go, then we're going. What's interesting here? Little pine cones.
Let's go.
Now there are such ugly piles. They've formed. I think we can take a short walk. Look what I found. I know they're edible, but I've never eaten them. Here. What do you think? I think these are the edible ones. The first mushrooms are so red. Here, they're everywhere. I'm showing you the spot we picked for building a bathhouse. Here it is. The area is definitely challenging. There are trees everywhere here, and there's also a ditch. Here, there's a mess and ditches. That's all I can say about this area. This is our chicken, and there's a mess everywhere. After we cleared this spot here, there used to be trees everywhere, little aspens. We took out the trash from here, but there's still some left. Now there's so much space here, and when there were trees here, it felt really cramped. But overall, the plot is narrow, it's long and narrow. Our plot here is also narrow, which is kind of inconvenient. I mean, if it were shorter and wider, it's narrow. That's why Sasha took this plot yesterday. He was burning trash and branches because there was a lot of garbage. This is the old fence that used to stand here, and this is the trash that someone must have been bringing here for centuries. And all this broken stuff is from after that hurricane, so there were already a lot of branches here, and now everything is broken even more. I want everything to look nice here, so there's no mess behind the fence. So here's the question. Look, this is the direction our house faces. I'll show you what the question is about. I want to ask you something. I need help from the audience. I'm not saying we'll do exactly what you suggest or what I say right now. We're just asking for opinions, thinking about what we should do. This year we're going to build a house, well, a bathhouse with a loft, but it won't be too small and it won't be a huge house either. But we call it the house bath, something like that, and we want to figure out the right location for it. Guests will stay in this house from time to time. Yes, so our guests, meaning it's not just a place to go to the bathhouse and leave, but you can actually stay there. So what's the question? We don't know where to put it. In relation to the plot, to the road, and most importantly, in relation to our house. Here is our house. Now I'll show you the place so you can get an idea. The plot is narrow. It actually ends right here. Yes, it's narrow, and there are a lot of ravines. This is what the place looks like. There is, so to speak, a plateau, a higher area, a flatter spot, but it still needs to be filled in, and that's where it ends. That's where our house stands. And so we're still thinking about it. Here, you know, there's kind of a pit, but there's still a rise over there. And here too, by the way, right across from our house, there's a rise. Here everything goes downhill. And this year it's all slush over there. It's a real swamp, but it actually is a swamp. There's a fire pond there. It's a real swamp. And we're going to fill all of that in. So what's the question? Where should we put a bathhouse like that, where our guests will stay from time to time, right? Well, so that it doesn't bother anyone. Look, the plot goes all the way to the far end. Sasha suggests building the bathhouse right here. It will be accordingly right across from the house. We comply with all the building codes, but it's right across from the house, like this. We can build the bathhouse right here, a little higher up. Of course, all of this will be filled in. We expect that in the coming years, our animals will move to that plot. So we can build the bathhouse here, right? Well, over there, that spot, a little to the side where the houses are. Can we build a bathhouse? Actually, over there, where the birch trees are, right? Well, there's a kind of ravine on one side here, and well, our plot goes right there, there, and there. Well, it really seems like it's very far away, like really far. I mean, we want to go to this bathhouse ourselves to relax. Of course, we're building it for ourselves first and foremost, you know? The plot, I think, is 70 meters long from there to here, and walking that distance, it's just crazy. It's really far. I'm basically not against it. There's enough space here for the bathhouse to be somewhere around here, yes. Well, we'll need to come up with some kind of partition or something else later, for example, when guests stay over. What do you think? We need to hear your opinion. Our day is already over. There's a fence here, and this plot just keeps going. Well, it's pretty far. What do you think about that?
I want to hear what you have to say.
I want to share some very pleasant news with you. We have channels on Max and Telegram. They're always listed below the video, so make sure to subscribe. And there you have the opportunity, of course, to write to me or Sasha, usually to me since I manage these channels. So, and many subscribers have written asking for some kind of fundraiser or some way to help because they see that we communicate more closely there, like we post videos and photos every day. And they're like, let's do a fundraiser there or something else. But Sasha and I are very firm on this issue. I believe that millions of people have it 100 times worse than we do. That's why I thought about it and decided that we could make those people happy who want to do something nice for us and make themselves happy too. Because I really enjoy receiving gifts, but these gifts aren't for me, they're for the horses. And the horses are the mascots of our channel. Everyone knows our channel because we have horses. Everyone knows our doctor and our Dikovinka. I suggested to our subscribers that if they want to help us, they can help us by helping the horses. And these are the kinds of bags Sasha brought yesterday. Here I have a heavy bag and here's another one. In general, the bag is heavy. Honestly, I didn't expect everything to happen so quickly. Well, I thought maybe people would send a couple of treats because I sent the links to make it easier for people since I can write something like treats for horses there. Yeah, or salt or some vitamins. People don't really understand that either, so I just sent the links for what we need right now and where. We have major expenses because horses, especially in the summer, need a lot. There were horse blankets on that list. Well, of course, there were a lot of things missing. I didn't write down things like a saddle or other little things, you know, those small items that in total add up to a large amount over the whole year. And now I've received the first gifts from subscribers, and I want to share them with you. These are all from the list I left on Max and Telegram. These are all gifts from people for our horses to cheer me up too. They're just trying to help in their own way. And so let me show you like this. This is eucalyptus. This is a jar of eucalyptus for insect treatment. It's part of the mixture that I'll be making a bit later. I included a list of treats that horses always need because you work with them, you interact with them, and they always want something tasty. It makes them really happy. I'll definitely film how they'll be eating all of this and how everything will be used.
Here.
More treats. More treats. All the treats, healthy treats for the horses. Riftamid was also on the list. For those who don't understand, why is Riftamid a repellent? It's for mosquitoes, ticks and gnats. It's a very good product for the summer. It's not cheap and it gets used up very quickly. A lot of things can be repeated, but that doesn't mean it's bad. On the contrary, it's good because it makes things much easier. You can go through up to 710 of these in a season. And this right here is 2 pieces. These are 2 pieces of Himalayan salt. Salt is necessary not only for horses, but for all farm animals. But horses really need it because they lose sodium every day, and salt fully replenishes sodium chloride. If they don't have it, the horse will lose weight, look unhealthy, and its coat will be dull. In general, and so on. In short, salt is needed on a regular basis. It's something you constantly go through, not just for horses, but for all the animals. Ooh. This is the conditioner I already mentioned in the video. I also included it in the list. I didn't think anyone would pick it. Of course, it's a big help, a huge support since it's not cheap. It leaked a little bit, but that's okay. The box is dry, so I guess it was just lying on its side. This is a really great conditioner for horses. It lasts for a year and sometimes even 2 years, considering I have 2 horses. Of course, it's a huge expense. This product is something I constantly have to buy for the horses, goats and cows to protect them from gnats and mosquitoes. And along with Rishtomid, this Auger works really well too. It's not cheap either and I use a lot of it, so it's great. Many people, of course, didn't have last names, but I want to mention the list of people who sent all this to our horses. Galina, Tatiana Vasilyevna, Tatiana from Moscow, her husband Valery, Olga, and Angela. They made this such a wonderful day. Today I really want to film our horses trying all of this. Of course, once we set everything up, there will be more on all of that later, once we get everything set up, including the salt. In the video, I want to say a huge thank you to you. You really gave a lot of help to each person. Help can come in many forms, but all of this is also a great support. Because, as I said, these are all major consumables and horses are large animals. To treat yourself or a cat, for example, with a repellent like this, and to treat a horse, which is huge and weighs 600 kilos, the consumption is enormous, so the help is tremendous. Thank you so much. I'm very happy and I'm in a great mood thanks to you. I forgot to mention that this is probably not all, meaning there are still people whose packages are on the way. Of course, when they arrive, we'll wait until we have a certain amount gathered, and then I'll record another video. At the same time, I'm posting a similar video on Max and on Telegram, because that's where the original post was. By the way, that's Dikovinka. So if someone wants to do something similar, I don't even know how to come up with something like that, or how to write another list, because I'm still in complete shock that I just wrote this recently. And people immediately offered such help, so I'm very happy. Thank you. You send gifts. Will you try it? They're tasty. They're already used to dry bread. You're my bunny. You're my bunny. Yes. Tasty. Delicious. Of course, they'll love sugar more. Sugar tastes better than this stuff, But this is healthier. It's much healthier. So, let's go with it. My bunnies. No, not this one. It gets stuck in your teeth. What did you expect? Your mom won't buy you sugar, will she? The chicken, Lavanda, just walks back and forth, and honestly, it feels wrong to clip her wings. Although we did clip her wings, but she doesn't care at all. Even with her wings clipped, she still flies back and forth. What kind of bird is that? This chicken, Lavanda, is very smart. Where did she climb? Why? What's her goal? What is it? Lavanda? Lavandia? Where to then? Such an interesting chicken. I'm trying to get Valentina out here to smoke her out. She still won't come out, so I open it like this. I want her to walk around the chicken coop, that's it. But she just doesn't want to. Oh well. Once they grow up a little, I'll let them out completely. They'll live with all the other chickens. They'll walk around and no one will hurt them. No one will hurt them. The rooster will watch over them and at night they'll go back there to sleep. Once it gets warmer, I'll let them out. These chicks, they're not from an incubator. They're very strong. They're so funny, I can't handle it.
Oh,
I can't. Honestly, I just adore all these little ones, whether they're lambs, calves, foals, or chicks. I go crazy for them. I'm telling you, if I wanted to, I would start such a farm. It would be insane. But I'm not losing hope. Everything is still ahead of me. I'm young. The main thing is to get my health back, make millions, and then I can do it. As they say, to build up the farm. In the current reality of our lives, I think there's really nothing else left to do. Either you have to find good farmers to get products from, or somehow produce it yourself, because the quality of products, of course, leaves much to be desired. That's why I think things will work out if you handle it wisely. And like before, I used to dive in head first, so to speak. We would immediately get 30 goats, milk them all. There won't be anything like that anymore.
that's it.
Hey, little chicks. Oh, I can't. They're eating something over there. Hey, little chicks. Oh my God. Wow, wow. Oh, Valentina, that area needs cleaning. Sasha accidentally let the chickens out. It's thick. I like it. Yeah, go on, go. He ran to you, just so you know. Oh, no, go ahead, go on. Go on. You're in a good mood now, right? You've calmed down a little, right? The bucket is in the meadow for some reason. And there's no snow? There's no snow. Let's go play in the sand then, come on. We have a sandbox there, right? Let's go there. Yeah. There's this really cool store in Novchik called Podval. I absolutely love it.
35 rubles.
35 rubles. Have you ever seen a price like that?
Yes, it's actually cheaper than on Prim Trinchat.
Cheaper than anywhere else.
Someone might not remember us.
They have absolutely everything there, anything you could want. The price is so low, I haven't seen prices like that anywhere. The store is in the basement, so I call it that, though it's not the actual name. But it's so cheap, it's just unbelievable, really cheap. But this water is 35 rubles. You won't find prices like that anywhere. Right now?
It will move quickly now. It's very cold and warm water is coming from the house. Yes, it's warmed up from the pipe.
Go ahead. Like that, that's it.
Are you messing around in circles?
In circles? Oh,
Let it be in the center.
well then, let it be here, there.
Wait a second, let's do it like this.
Go ahead.
Did you count them?
20. Oh no, I think there are 17. Well, let's just eyeball it.
This one is smaller, that one is bigger. If you put 9 in here, what are you going to squeeze in?
Jump out, little ones. You guys are so fat.
How many? Ours are like this.
Give me more.
That's all.
The move.
Was successful. We'll see if they get cold or not. We'll see. Anyway, the light bulb is very small. Ever seen such love? These two always walk together. This little hen is absolutely useless, clueless. And the little rooster too, he's injured, his leg was broken. That's it, and that's how they are together all the time. It's a pity to make soup out of them. The little hen is very funny. I feel sorry for the little rooster too, so they live together like that.
Really?
This little hen is very timid. The rooster isn't that timid. The rooster is fine. You can pet the rooster. But the hen is timid. His leg is very bad. The hen is scared and hides under him. Oh my god, the rooster is fine. Alright, so now what? Now this. The relocation was successful. Now we will wait. Look, this temperature doesn't tell us anything at all. In a couple of hours, we'll come back and watch their behavior. We'll see if they're cold or not. If anything, we'll cover this up, because it's very cold outside. Sasha couldn't find the lamp. We were just counting on this lamp here. It doesn't light up at all. It's completely useless. There. Now there are fewer chicks. Well, volume-wise, right? And now we can keep them here a bit longer. Some of the chicks are here, and some of the chicks are over there. Whether they are purebred or not will be clearly visible when they reach maturity. Well, when they grow up, I mean.
That's it.
And I'll move them to the end of the plot. We'll put up this little metal shed. That's all, but he's not done. Look, he turned it off himself, though. Uh-huh. His hands are all wet.
The sun finally came out.
The sun. Not to do this.
The sun came out. Sasha took the child inside. He's already, well, it's just cold. Of course he wants to play, but he's already all wet. So that's how today went. It seems like nothing happened, but for ordinary people, some days there's a lot of work, other days not much, or today we can do something, but tomorrow we can't anymore. But in any case, every day we have to feed the animals, right? So, goodbye everyone, guys. Thank you for your support. See you in the next video. Bye.